Hi, I'm Dr. Joan Friedman. Welcome back to Twin Tuesday. Today, as a continuation of last week, I want to talk about another really important parenting strategy, which is called co-regulation. And it's especially important for parents of twins because in many ways, the twins end up regulating one another. And it's much more important and much healthier when the parents co-regulate a child because this is how a child learns to contain big emotions like anger and sadness and fear. And a parent has to be very available emotionally to help that child contain whatever big emotions he's having because a little one doesn't have his or her own nervous system. The parent's nervous system has to be used in order to calm down the child. So this is especially difficult, I understand, for parents of twins. And you can't always be in a frame of mind where you're able to co-regulate because things just happen too fast or you get triggered, you get reactive. But if you can kind of keep in the back of your mind when you have periods where you can access your own calm and your own sense of peace when you're trying to regulate a child who's very out of control, to kind of understand that this is such an important modeling tool to help children understand that emotions can be articulated by someone, they can be helped to be contained and understood by another person. And this is what eventually enables a child to feel secure and to feel able to handle frustration and handle very big feelings without just having a tantrum or a fit or feeling completely out of control. I think parents misunderstand sometimes that little children have a lot of these capacities to control themselves. And oftentimes they don't. And more often than not, if they haven't learned from a co-regulating parent how to contain these feelings, it's natural and expectable that they don't have those skills. So, in order for a parent to be really present in a very healthy, co-regulating way, the parent first has to be very calm. You sort of have to calm yourself down. You have to breathe. You have to make space for whatever the feelings that the child is having. And it's not a question of fixing the feelings. That isn't something that's going to work in the long run. What you want to do is make space inside of yourself to take in what the child is feeling without any of your own reactivity. You just want to say, wow, those are big feelings. I'm going to help you calm down. Or you're really upset right now. I'm here. I'm next to you. I'm going to help you. We'll feel better. Or something along those lines where you just are more or less a sounding board for all the difficult feelings that are coming from your children and trying to figure out a way to help them contain. So, with twins especially, this is incredibly difficult. And so, what often happens is the twins end up co-regulating themselves. But they really can't co-regulate in the way that I'm talking about because it's not an adult-child co-regulation. It's two same-age siblings. So what they do is they make compromises or they collaborate or one has to be more compliant or one backs down or one bullies the other. So that it seems from the outside that they're actually coming to some sort of co-regulated peacefulness. And yes, they are from the outside, but certainly not from the inside. Because if you speak to a lot of adult twins like I do, the fact that they had to push down their feelings, the fact that they had to do what the other twin said, the fact that they felt bullied by that twin, the fact that they felt that the parents weren't at all interested or curious in terms of figuring out what was going on or what was going wrong or who was responsible. There's so much resentment and disappointment about the fact that these twins in this situation were not able to be co-regulated by a parent because there's such a different outcome in terms of mastering one's feelings in a healthier situation than being left to kind of figure out how to contain your own feelings without any adult input. So I hope this makes sense. And it's such an important concept in all ranges of parenting. And I will be speaking more about very important parenting strategies next week again. So thank you for listening. Take care.